My Lords, I can't disguise my despair when I watch the ineptitude of this government. The handling of the pandemic, the abysmal complacency and incompetence that we saw there, the blind pursuit of a hard Brexit, even though facing a serious economic recession and imagined contracts may be in short supply, the arrogant abuse of power. The Henry VIII powers in this bill are but an example, a searing example. But also we have the ugly rewarding of contracts to friends, the never resigning despite bad behaviour. It's sweeping under the carpet of inconvenient truths like the interference by Russia in the referendum and other aspects of our polity being interfered with too. And this bill, I'm afraid, fits into that list of inadequate governance. It boasts it's a short, simple bill. Well, that's one of its failures, because in being so short, it fails children, it fails trafficked people, men, women and children, it fails migrant workers, it fails asylum seekers. No mention of their need to be able to work to survive, no mention of the detention without limit, which has been referred to by the last two speakers. The failure towards families, and particularly looking at the European families who are of mixed European heritage. So they might have a parent who's British and another parent who's German or Italian, and the implications of that in keeping those families together. It fails students, it fails universities, it fails our elderly who will be deprived of social care, it fails our farmers and our agri-food business. The list is endless. I want to ask the Minister, and I make no criticism of her because I hold her in high regard, but I want to ask her, what are we going to do about EEA nationals so that they are able to prove that they are in the UK lawfully? We were told that statutory instruments would be promised, but they should be published alongside this bill. Will they be? Why can't there be physical proof of secured status? Because we know that one of the great threats to our security are cyber attacks, and so you can understand why people want to have something like a plastic, like a membership card that we all have for museums to prove their status in this country. I also want to raise the position of people who settled in other parts of Europe when we were part of the EU, who married and have children, but who may want to resettle back here. Will their partners be included in this whole point system? Will they face insurmountable financial criteria in wanting to come back here if their partner is a German or Italian or whoever? Will the government honour their rights that they thought they had? And what will happen about health coverage? And finally, I want to raise the issues that have also been raised about indefinite detention, that we really have to stop that because it's so cruel and inhumane, but also our deportation regime, where we're sending people back to countries where which they left when they were like 3 or 5 years of age. There's something inhumane in doing that. So there are many questions that I would seek answers to, but this bill, I'm afraid, is a searing, searing indictment of an opportunity that could have been quite different.
The next speaker is Viscount Waverley.
My Lords, I thank the noble lady, Lady